Greetings, matcha lovers. I'm here to spill the tea on matcha's health benefits. My name is Jessica. I'm a tea sommelier and tea industry specialist with 15 years of experience. I introduced matcha into South Africa in 2013 and launched the first ever retail brand. Just putting it out there, I'm the OG of tea. Let's dive right in. So matcha is a green tea, and green tea is a specifically processed leaf of the Camellia sinensis plant. If it's not from Camellia sinensis, technically it's not tea, it's just hot leaf juice. That's a topic for another discussion. Now, green tea contains a very high concentrate of lots of beneficial chemicals. One of the most important of these chemicals are catechins, which are antioxidants. Antioxidants are important because they neutralize free radicals in the body. So the most active catechin that we have in green tea is something called EGCG. And what it does is protect cells. Green tea also contains something called L-theanine, which is an amino acid. And this is one of my favorites. It creates this paradoxical effect that has made tea so popular, not just with enthusiasts, but with sages and monks over centuries, and is essentially one of the reasons why tea was developed into the Chanoyo practice or the matcha tea ceremony. And what it does is it creates a calm alertness. So it is simultaneously energizing you on a cellular level, and it is simultaneously offsetting the effects of stress and calming you down. This means you get calm focus. Because green tea also has a high chlorophyll content, this regulates the release of the caffeine, which means you're not going to get the same adrenal effect that you get from coffee. It's not going to give you that peak and that crash. Thing with coffee, like attaching yourself to a rocket ship, but you forget to put on your seatbelt and your mind goes in one direction, your body goes in another. And what tea does is perfectly bring the two together in one wonderfully harmonized form. What is important to note is that how the tea is grown, how it is prepared, and even how it is stored is going to affect the expression of these chemical constituents. Why matcha is so different and concentrated and 10 times antioxidants and all of these stories that you see in every infographic is because you're actually consuming the leaf. When we steep tea or use a tea bag, we're discarding the leaves and we're only getting the brewed beverage. The other aspect to note is that because the leaves have been shade grown, changing the chlorophyll effect in the leaf, you're getting those chemicals in an enhanced form. This is why it is so important to check your source. Because if it's not from Japan, it's not being grown using the same soil, it's not being shaded in the same way, and it's not being processed in the same way, which means you are not getting the same chemical constituents, you're just getting a ground green tea. Sure, it's going to have its benefits. Everything is a very delicate balance that's going to give you the ultimate outcome. Now, it's really important to note that there are a whole lot of studies that have come out recently about how matcha can deplete iron. This is because matcha reduces iron absorption as a result of the catechins, EGCG, binding to different minerals. So if you have low iron, check with your doctor. Don't run with every trend. Do your research and be discerning. If you would like to learn more about matcha, I have a free course. The link is in my bio. And if you enjoy the content, please give me a like and follow. I'll be reviewing Plato's matcha next. Stay classy and stay discerning in your matcha choices.